Yo, what's up? Welcome to a new episode in my channel, BB Plaza, here improvising with my mic, my balcony, and everything. I'm in Clermont-Ferrand. Came here to spend some days during my holidays, and I just said, okay, let's just talk about this morning, like very improvised. And I was like remembering some of the conversations I had with my extreme metal picking students, and also my students from Touring is My Business. And normally they always ask me this question of how we did it with Cryzix, how we, with my band Cryzix, how we achieved this international success, coming from a place that we were literally nothing, and in our country, Spain, there was not many bands that really achieved this international success breakthrough. It was just us and Angelo Zapatri, the band from Albacete, that we were singing in English, and we really took this international career, started to work with international labels, international agencies, and everything. So I'm always asked this question in my students, and also especially in the one-to-one students that want to get more information and education about music business. Of course, they are very intrigued of how they open this path, right? Okay, let's see if this sun is gonna kill me today or not. I'm gonna just have some color because it's summer and I'm very white, as you can see. So let's see if I can tan up my skin. So I wanted to make a video talking about this topic, and I want to make clear one thing, that the game really is how you take action when you are nobody. And this is what I try to transmit to my students, okay? The game is how you take action when you are nobody. Let me just put a little bit of light into this, because it's a very hot topic. It's a very there's a lot of depth here, okay? But if I go back to time, I travel back to time with Cryzix when we were literally nobody. It was the way we took action back then, okay? Not when we were in the peak performance, when we were playing Hellfest, Wacken, Graspop, and we were like a professional artist. But the game was when we were nobody, and we were 16, 17, 18 years old, 20 years old, and our physical reality was telling us that we were like a tiny band, a small band, that not relevant. But it was more in the inner psychology of how we felt, who made a bigger impact of what the future would come for us. Let me explain this. It was in the moment that we were creating our music, imagining our shows, and even that no promoters were interested in Cryzix. We had no fans outside of our hometown. Probably our mothers and fathers and our brothers were the only supporters. But it was back then, our inner psychology, unstoppable, like, we deserve this, okay? We deserve this achievement, we deserve this goal. And even that we don't have any band that achieved this in our zone, in our area, in our country, we want to break through. I think that's so important, more than talent. No, I don't. It's not like I think it. I really believe that this is really what shapes the career of an artist, because I saw so many talented guitarists, musicians, bands, even bands, that just because of their inner psychology was not on point, and they were emotionally drawn away when the things turned difficult. This is when really shapes if the artist will get through or not. So what I would put here, the emphasis is that there is different levels of this inner psychology that are very important, and I would like to shed light to you guys. One of the first ones is the self-belief, okay? So self-belief, I would call it like how much is the level of your inner conviction of that you deserve what you deserve, the goal that you deserve, and what is the level of conviction of you that you can achieve that, you know? This is the self-belief. It's very important, because it's very possible that there is bands that they lack self-belief. Okay, even that they are doing great things and they are already doing like great shows and playing great festivals, it's very possible that there is a lack of self-belief inside the band. Not like every member, but let's say that it's a team and everyone affects everyone. Okay, it's like a fishbowl. And if there are members that their self-belief is not on point, and which means that, okay, I'm not sure if this is gonna work out, when all these doubts start striking inside the environment of a band. I'm not earning enough money, and I need to think about my future, and I don't know if we're gonna make it, and what if we earn the same money in 5 years, in 10 years, what I'm gonna do? When all these doubts are striking in, this is like really venomous and poisonous thing inside an environment of a group of people that they are trying to. They're entrepreneurs. Being in a band is being an entrepreneur, and you really have to be a step ahead all the time, and really not get caught by the belief that, okay, because right now my fee is a shit and the promoters are not paying me enough, this doesn't mean that in 1 or 2 or 3 years you're gonna be paid the same. If you work with your inner psychology and you start really acting in that moment that you don't have the results that you want, if you start acting in the way that there is the outcome of 5 or 10 years, okay, I'm gonna be successful, I will have a better fee, I will have fans all over the world, I will be paid for my music. And when you act from that, what happens is that when you're facing a problem, like, I don't know how I'm going to get money this month because my band is not enough and is not getting enough, and I'm having all these problems and struggles, instead of being drawn by these thoughts, which is the most easily thing that can happen to you, when you work on this inner psychology is when you have the inner strength to just act according to this new image that you have in your head, the image of a successful musician. And what happens that a successful musician doesn't get drawn by this, and even if they are struggling a bad situation, he will keep inspired, he will keep positive, and he will keep the vision and protect that vision and work and walk towards that vision even when all the surroundings are shit. This is what really makes the difference of a successful artist versus a non-successful artist. And maybe both of them can be talented, or maybe one of them is not talented, but the one who is able to thrive all this madness and just have in their minds this vision and keep it this vision and protect the vision, protect the dream, protect the energy, the one who is able to do that, I guarantee 100% that this is the one who will achieve that. Because in the end, just being better in your craft, being a better musician, and really refine all your skills, it's just a matter of repetition. You don't have to be gifted. Okay, this is a myth that people think that you have to be gifted to be a successful international musician, and that's not the key. The key is the inner success, the inner psychology success you have in your mind. For that, when you thrive into this madness and these shitty situations, this is the key, the game changer. Because being better with the guitar, with creating music, with being better at your craft is just a matter of repetition, and day, after year, after month. This is when you really know better what you're like, how you transmit it, what your audience like. You start to get better in your field. It's like opening a company. Nothing works when you open a company in the beginning. You have to learn. You have to need the walk path. So this is something that you really can improve easily if you keep pushing and pushing with perseverance. But the inner psychology, this is the thing that changed the game. Okay, so I want you to be really to see this in your mind. Okay, everything is how you take action when you're nobody. This is the game changer. So the next time, guys, that you think or you're facing like a struggle, like, okay, everyone is in your band is like down and with low feelings, and you're having like a very bad summer of shows, maybe because it's summer and you should be playing more festivals than you would like to, and you're not confirming some festivals that you could. Start thinking this, like, okay, I'm not gonna let all these results mark what's going to be my outcome for next year. I'm going to work even harder for next summer to close more shows. Or if I didn't get enough viewers and views and a video or the new single that you're releasing, guys, instead of being drawn by these thoughts of my music is not enough, I'm not worth, and I will not achieve it, think what is the thing that maybe didn't work the last single, but how can you improve it for the next one, and always focus your attention in the next move, how you can do it better instead of how shit is everything. It looks simple and obvious, but it's not. I tell you, it's not. And the more you are drawn into your career, you will see that it's more and more. It's harder and harder to get into this. And so always protect the vision, protect the dream, protect what you think you're capable of, and everything is about your self-belief of who you think you are, and the ability and the faith of how you think you're gonna achieve this. Okay. This is the most important, and how you demonstrate faith to yourself that you really want to claim your dream of being a successful musician is not by just saying it and watching a podcast like this or doing like these actions, but it's taking real action on your band. When you take real action on your band, that's when you prove to your subconscious mind and to yourself that, okay, yeah, I'm taking the right actions, the right steps, even that I don't feel like, because I don't feel like with good energy, or I don't feel like inspired. I am taking the actions. I'm creating music. I'm leveling up the band. I am improving stuff inside the band, the show, the website, the socials, the videos. So when you're taking action aligned to that vision that you want to be in the next 5 years, that you would like to be playing in the main stage of a big festival or signed by a record deal, when you take the actions aligned to that version of yourself, that's when you prove yourself that you deserve what you claim for. I don't know if I explained myself well, okay? And guys, this is the 80%, I tell you, and this is a lot. Part of what we work with, touring is my business. That if you have a band and you are really making your music and you're struggling with so many struggles, this is the environment, the high performer group, that where we really get inspired and get information and get all the education and the movement and the synergy of these like elite Olympic players, And if you really, guys, you're in that moment and you need this push of energy, I really encourage that you come to work with me. Touring is my business, to work with other guitarists, other musicians that are also in this group, and we are all focused on how to develop properly your band's career and do it in a great way. And that's really what you need to get this really positive influence from your outside, even that your outside, your outcome right now, it's not the best. So yes, and that is where I pour all my 18 years of experience working in a band, with all the challenges that I faced internally, emotionally, in the inner psychology, but also in the strategies and how to approach the labels and the promoters, and how we did this and how we opened the market, Europe, in America and Asia. All these things, it's what we work in this environment bubble, great environment bubble that we have right now in Touring is my business. But also, otherwise, I tell you guys that I have a bunch of videos in my YouTube also. I have a lot of free content for you so that you can start getting inspired, like this video and more. Other videos that I recorded in Nantes, not in Clermont-Ferrand. Sunbathing right now that I'm starting to sweat, but it's cool. And yes, hit me a DM also if you have any doubt with your band or with your career right now. You have my Instagram at @bbplaza, okay? You can reach me there, and also I can send you more information of how I work and how I do all these sessions. And guys, yes, it's just about taking action, and I hope that you get some inspiration, even that it's like maybe not the best environment here in this balcony, but I love it, taking a coffee with you here with you. But I hope that this episode serves you to get more inspiration, and at least the next time you're facing a trouble, because it's going to happen, the next adversity that you feel inside your band, then you think, my face pops up and just think, okay, how my best version of yourself would react to this situation versus the actual version of myself that is feeling pissed, emotionally drawn, and feeling like I want to give up. I hope that this at least gives this little insight in your brain. That's a great thing I achieved. If I achieve this, I am very happy. Okay, so thanks for watching this episode. I'll see you in the next one, and I will keep sharing all this content that I love to share with musicians. As I told you, I started to do this when I opened Extreme Metal Picking, and a lot of guitarists were asking me, how you did it, man, how you did this and that. And I saw that I love to share this knowledge. Also, I love to teach people how to play guitar and fast riffs. But I love to share all these knowledge. I think it's pretty difficult to find out there. Also, you have to figure out a lot of things on your own, as we did with Cryzix. And this takes a lot to. It leads you to the point that you will take a lot of mistakes and a lot of turnarounds and a lot of desperating moments. And if I just can give some clarity, I feel super happy. So thank you for following. Give it a like, give it a comment. I want to meet you where you are listening me to. Okay, where are you from? And I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers!